back to the Wig Studio One YouTube channel. This is Taz. Today we're going to take a look at a brand new style by Noriko. This one is called BEAU, and also a brand new color called Sandy Salt. Remember, you can find this right here at Wig Studio One. If you drop below the video, expand the description box, there'll be a direct product link there. If you click on that link, it'll take you out to the site where you can see all the colors, details, and pricing. If you have any questions for us, please reach out to support@wigstudio1.com. BEAU is a classy, polished, short bob style with an angular, graduated look all the way around. It has some pretty volume. It moves so naturally. In the front, you're going to see about an 8 to 9 inch piece, and this 7-inch crown just kind of graduates down. It's a 3-inch nape, so it is ample to cover up most hairlines there in the back. Weighs about 3 ounces. It literally feels like nothing on my head. Now let's take a look at some of these new innovations on the cap. So what you'll find is that extended lace front. They're calling this a soft luxe lace. So it does extend back into the ear tab. It's a nice fine grid. It is not shiny, and it does hug the head seamlessly. It's just beautiful. And there's a seam that adjoins the very wide monofilament part all the way back to the crown. They've really done a fantastic job. Noriko has never made a better lace front than this soft luxe lace. You'll find a velour ear tab with some nice fibers spliced in. The coverage is magnificent. An extended nape with the pull strap type adjusters. Now remember, this cap does fit pretty average. Sometimes the older legacy Noriko styles fit your petite average circumference best. I feel like this one is completely average. I had to cinch it in to accommodate a 21¼ inch circumference, but it's not overly large, and I don't have any baggy cap anywhere, which is a dream. The fiber is a little more wispy and fine and dry compared to the traditional Noriko fibers, which are a little hardier, thicker, and denser. That's going to give it a nice wispy, feathery movement. So this is a wonderful light density wig style with a light feathery fiber. There's going to be a lot of permatease on BEAU. As you can imagine, there's a lot of open wefting here, and it's going to help sustain the style. So when I put my fingers in, some of that soft pillowy permatease is going to be apparent all around those monofilament features, some at the crown, none at the nape. It's not an overabundance of permatease. I think that if you really dislike permatease, I think you'll be pleased with this just because it helps sustain this style and lift and volume without having to tease and spray and use a lot of product. They're also coming out with some newer colors, which I think a lot of you are really going to appreciate, especially the Sandy Salt, because it really gives the impression of a very natural looking gray shade without a root. It's very dynamic, but it is not rooted. So that base color you're going to find is more of a light to medium sandy brown, and then within that a pearly platinum. So there's technically no gray in this, but the effect of this is definitely a kind of a silver gray look. Very dynamic, well blended highlights throughout. It's not too shiny. It's not over powdery looking. Sometimes grays can get a little bit on the blue side. So I love it when they add a little bit of a sandy touch to the color, because this makes it look like a more natural gray. So let's get up close on this lace front so we can see how this color is applied as it meets this lace. So you can see they do bring this pearl platinum all the way up to that lace front. Now notice that lace front is a very fine grid. It's very soft. It's not shiny. Very pliable. It hugs the head seamlessly. Gorgeous. And then you should be able to get the illusion of scalp all the way back to the crown. There's a nice wide parting space there too, which I can appreciate. And just kind of working with this, it does appear that you could shift that part significantly without the risk of exposing the wefts. But right out of the box with just a shake, it does want to part along that monofilament. It does have a roundish type volume to it. As you can see, this reminds me a lot of something like the John Renault's Ignite, which is a wildly popular polished angled bob. Now you can take down that volume just simply by doing some tucks, getting in there and just pressing against that permatease to shrink its voluminous look.